Hello guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading cryptocurrency, be sure to click that like and subscribe button, and give us a follow on Twitch. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin, the trend that it's in right now and the pattern it's been forming. We are on the verge of breaking out of it. I have a couple quick news articles for you guys, and then we will, chart out any altcoins you guys are interested in, as well as take a look at Ethereum, Bitcoin dominance, Cardano, and a lot of others. So with that, let's jump right in. This is the 4-hour chart in Bitcoin, and as you can see, we've been in this nice symmetrical triangle pattern here, and now we are at the top of the more bullish trend line here. So are we going to get a breakout here? Well, for one, we were able to get above the big Fibonacci level as well. So you can see when we got past here, we did have a nice green 4-hour candle here, which got us a little bit above the trend line. But it was more of a wick on the 4-hour, and now we are having a slight pullback. But that is by no means to say we are going to come back down, and test the bottom of this triangle again. Um, it is possible that happens, but it's also possible, you know, this goes back and tries again within the next 4 to 8 hours. 4 to 24 hours. We could come back down to the fib level and get a bounce off of there, where we had a lot of resistance here many times, and we were finally able to break it. Just in the past 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. We wicked above it and or got stopped right at it, but closed below it. So this is the first three, 4 hour candles we've closed above it since May 28th. So that's good. But yeah, now we're kind of in this descending triangle with the fib level and this trend line here. So we'll see, if we can have another go at it. And since Bitcoin has broken that key resistance, a lot of the market is green today. One of the big winners is Kusama, which I've been talking about on the channel. They're doing their parachain auctions. And then Polkadot just got its own electronic trading product, I believe in Switzerland or somewhere in Europe. But yeah, so Polkadot and Kusama have a lot of good things going on for them right now. But Kusama really up 23.5% since 8 o'clock last night. Doge, we'll take a look at, also having a good day. Let me see here. We got Kava and KNC doing very good today. So yeah, we'll look at a lot of different charts. As far as just some major, Bitcoin news, Guggenheim's new fund may seek exposure to Bitcoin. So basically, Guggenheim, which is a big investment firm, their CEO has been, he first said Bitcoin's going to hit 400,000 this year. Then he said, oh, Bitcoin's going to drop to 20,000. And now that we've had a good pullback, now he's back to, filing for a huge fund that's mainly Bitcoin related, but also includes other cryptocurrencies as well. So, forget all of the bearish technical analysis. I know I do a lot of TA, but crypto is the big money is trying to get involved in crypto. So long term, not financial advice, but Bitcoin, Ethereum are going to do very, very, very well. And they're not going to die. They are not going to drop off the face of the earth. They're not going to zero. They're not going to be replaced. If you can't see the writing on the wall at this point, maybe I won't ever be able to convince you. But smart money is getting into crypto. They're trying to get their clients into crypto. They're trying to have more and more alleyways to getting into crypto. Google lifts 2018 ban on crypto exchange and wallet advertisements. So they had a big. I wasn't even aware of this, but apparently Google Ads had basically banned any, not any, but most crypto related ads, and now we're going to they've lifted it. So now you're probably going to see a lot more stuff. And this is another just macro bullish news for the crypto, crypto in general. It's going more mainstream every day. So these dips are nothing to get worried about. Cheyenne, thanks for tuning in. What I've been saying as far as what I think is going to happen. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. I talk a lot about the smart money and the dumb money. From the metrics and the analysis that's happened afterwards, after this dip, it shows that new crypto money was sold here. Long-term holders did not sell their crypto, and it makes sense because I've been holding a long time. I don't panic in these times. It really doesn't bother me much at all. So and the smart money knows that too. I believe there is manipulation involved. Whatever, they want their piece, and they're going to get the price low enough for them to get in where they feel comfortable. So now we've had a nice over 50% retracement from the top. That's a pretty decent spot for some companies to get in, especially when they know where this is going to go. It's not just going to go back up to all-time highs. So to answer your question, what I think is going to happen here, yeah, we might have a breakout, but I think we'll probably continue to get rejected at 40,000, 42,000, definitely 46,000. Basically, every couple thousand up is a strong resistance in some way or another. Whether it's historically been resistance or support, whether it's a fib level, whether the 200-day moving average lines up with it. Those are, all going to factor into where we get rejected. But I think what will continue is we will continue to range basically between 30,000 and 40,000 for at least the next month. I think the smart money is going to try to bore people into selling their Bitcoin to them. That's one way. The other way is, getting them to panic sell from these big dips. They're waiting to buy it up down here, and I think they're going to be buying in the low 30s, which will get the price up there, and then they'll stop buying up in the high 30s, low 40s, and it will come back down until they can buy again in the low 30s again. I think that is going to keep happening for the next month or 2 or 3, hopefully not that long. But then I think at the very end we may see a big fake out dip, kind of like a Wyckoff accumulation spring happen, where we dip down below 30,000 to get the last of those weak hands out of the picture. And for the last of the dumb money to sell to the smart money. And then right after that, we will start to kind of explode from there and get back up to all-time highs shortly after that. That's what I'm expecting. Obviously, I could be wrong. None of this is financial advice, but that's how I'm playing it. And, if we blast off from here, I don't think 1 week of, 1 or 2 weeks of consolidation here is enough for us, enough pressure being built up for us to get up to 100K. I think we need at least 1 to 3 months of nice consolidation in a nice range, hitting that 30,000, hitting that 35,000 over and over again, making really nice support on that. That's what I think we need to kind of get the momentum when we do break out to keep going higher. It's going to give traders confidence that we're not, going to go to major low levels. And and this is an opportunity to accumulate. I think we'll keep ranging from 40, 42 down to 30, and use that to your advantage. Take profits up here, accumulate more down here. It doesn't have to be exactly at 30 or exactly at 40, but think of 35 as your midway, your heart line. When you're below it, maybe accumulate some. When you're above it, maybe take some profits. If you want to make, if you want to make some gains and be able to accumulate more in this during this time. And the way I'm playing it is I'm following that strategy with Bitcoin, but instead of buying and selling Bitcoin, I'm going to be using alts because they are pumping harder. When Bitcoin pumps, they're pumping harder than Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin falls, they're dumping harder. So there's more percentage gains to be made if you're following especially the stronger alts. I'm not like doing anything out of the top 100. I'm using mainly DeFi plays, mainly smart contract plays that could really get a nice boost this summer. So that's kind of how I'm doing it. That's what I think will continue to happen. We'll see if we break out of this pattern here. If we do, I'm not so sure we're gonna get past 42,000. But if we do, I'll feel good about that because I will look to take profits between 40 and 42,000. And assuming that we will get rejected and come back down, this pattern will be kind of irrelevant then. We'll still have the bottom trend line, which we'll obviously keep an eye on, but we'll see. If we look at, let's take a look at Ethereum. Excuse me. And before we do that, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. This was May 19th here. This was when Bitcoin, had the huge retracement, got all the way up to 48.50, about 48.5 on Bitcoin dominance here. And then since then, now that Bitcoin has settled down, we continue to see the trend continue of Bitcoin dominance falling. And we kind of had a head and shoulders here. You could call it that. And now if this completes, we're headed basically back down to 40%. So alts are looking better right now than Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin stays relatively neutral and stays in this range. Really the only thing that's going to bring it down or bring Bitcoin dominance back up is if we kind of break 40 or 30,000. Obviously there'll be some swings up, some candles that, you know, spike up, but on the most part, I think if Bitcoin ranges, like I said, if it's boring, like I said, we're going to continue to uh, head down here, and alts will continue to do better than Bitcoin. But yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe or give a follow. Um, let's see, Ethereum USD. So Ethereum broke out of its it broke its supply line here, which was really nice, and it broke out of its triangle pattern, and now is continuing, you know, on the 4 hour to make higher highs and higher lows um, over the past couple days. So this this fib level up here at 2912, this is going to act basically, you could say 3000 too. That's going to act as major resistance, but if Ethereum breaks that, that's going to be huge for Ethereum. So we will see. Right now we still do have, you know, this trend line. This one was broken, and yeah, we'll see what happens here. But yeah, looking really strong. Ethereum BTC hit resistance from the top here, and now it's forming a nice ascending triangle here. So if it could break through here again, looking really good. Kusama continuing to just blast off here. Really nice. Up 28% today. I told you guys yesterday I thought Kusama was going to be a really nice play over the next couple weeks. Let me know if there's any coins you guys want to look at. This is Kusama. Been doing very, very well. And you can see it got rejected at the fib level here, but now we've broken it again. And, you know, if we can make support on that, basically the next spot is all-time highs against Bitcoin. This is against Bitcoin. So, but it's still pretty amazing. Kusama's just been quite a beast this whole bull run. Look at that dip. Wow. What's up, Christina? Matic. Let's take a look at Matic. So, as far as Matic goes, I was reading about Matic, and let's see. So this is the Matic hourly chart. Oops. Let's go to the 4-hour, make it a little more clear. And let's turn these off for a sec. So Matic, I was reading about Matic. It now has surpassed Binance in daily transactions. I think the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so the Polygon network, the Matic network, has surpassed Binance Smart Chain. And if I look at the market caps here, Binance has $62 billion market cap, and Matic has 11. So, you know, potentially a 5 to 6x. Like, I know Matic has been a absolute beast, but if it continues, you know, its user adoption rate, if everything, you know, they're putting in the work, it seems they're making partners with everybody for layer 2 solutions. So as far as like fundamentals go, if they you know, continue at this rate, you know, and they're doing better than Binance Smart Chain as far as users go, there's no reason they can't go more. You know, they can't grow faster and harder. So, so with that being said, you also, you know, have to keep in mind that Matic has gone crazy. So, you know, it has done very, very well. Possibly, you know, I think in the top 100 coins, it's probably done. Maybe Doge has done better, but besides Doge, I think Matic has done the best. So as far as, you know, what I think, you can see we came all the way down to the bottom here. Had a huge rebound, and now we've come and made support on the 618 fib level, and now we've hit resistance on the 382, and now it's kind of tightening up here. So So yeah, I would expect, if you're looking at this range right here, um, it's gonna see some sort of move. This might be a minimal move, but it is going to break one of these trend lines, uh, you know, in the next couple hours at least, if not earlier. Um, and yeah, I mean, you're making higher highs from the dip here. You're making higher highs, and you've made a nice higher low. And, now are you headed back up to make a higher high? Um, it's quite possible. This is a 4 hour. As far as any bullish divergence goes, not much there. Yeah, there's nothing really on the RSI giving me any hints here. Let's look at volume here. Yeah, so the volume has kind of waned here. Um, and let's just look at the daily EMAs here. So yeah, it seems to be trying to it is bouncing on one of the EMAs here if I zoom in. It's the 9-day EMA here. You can see your you've been closing above it, and it looks like it's trying to hold that currently on the daily. So I mean, if I was if you're talking about trading this, um, I would wait for a confirmation break above, because you can see you got a fake out here, and that's probably due to Bitcoin kind of also having a fake out on its triangle pattern. But yeah, I think well, I mean, if it's a long-term trade, I think Matic will continue to grow. There may be better opportunities, but yeah, as long as Bitcoin stays up, which I think is much more probable, uh, I think Matic will still do very, very well this bull run. Um, so yeah, if you're just talking like not financial advice, but I wouldn't be selling any of this right now. You know, unless you've made 1,000x, something like that. How's it going? No foul, Mr. Modi. Yeah, we'll see what Matic does on the stream today, because I think it will make a decision here. Let's just check in on Bitcoin, because that's kind of affecting a lot of what's going on. So yeah, if Bitcoin can get a bounce here, another and make another higher high, that will definitely confirm this breakout from this pattern, in my opinion. We did get above it just for a couple hours, but it was not, you want to close like a 4 hour candle above it at the very least. Yeah, no problem, Christina. I like Matic. I think, you know, it's been one of the top three probably strongest coins this whole bull market. So uh, it's a good one to be holding. Let's take a look. Here is BNB. We charted out yesterday. Binance coin also been a very, very strong player this bull run. And yeah, broke out of its symmetrical triangle. And let's see if we do. So if we do, this big daily fib level here, you can see we bounced off the bottom here, and now we're above one of the key levels here, but we're gonna probably find resistance here at 423. So looking good, but if we get past that, that's gonna look even better. So and on the 4 hour, let's see if we see any not really any divergence. You can see we're trying to make support on this fib level here, right around 400. But yeah, BNB looking good. Again, if Bitcoin continues to move, sideways with nothing drastic happening, I think the alts are going to continue. They'll have their good days and their bad days, but overall continue to at least gain on Bitcoin. Like that was the Binance, the BNB coin with the US dollar pairing. This is the Binance to Bitcoin pairing, which looks even better. We've basically passed all of the major fib levels, and now next one is all-time highs. Looks pretty similar to Kusama. So this is Rune, Thorchain here, USD. We're seeing a lot of similar patterns with a lot of these coins. This one's kind of, it broke its supply line and got a bounce. So this looks good. Now basically it's forming a, seems to be forming a ascending triangle with this fib level here where it hit once, twice, and now we're trying to climb back up. And if that's going to be the key, breaking this fib level here, which is the top of the ascending triangle, you break that, you're probably going to have a nice move, you know, like BNB did. Same sort of thing there. If we look at the Rune Bitcoin pairing, kind of the same here. It does look like it's trying to, it's like hugging this trend line up here. So it is staying above it, but you know, same sort of thing here. You got to break this fib level, which is the 382, the 0.382. That's what it is for a lot of these coins. But once they are able to break them, and again, if Bitcoin goes up or moves sideways, these coins will have a lot better chance of breaking their resistances. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's see here. What is next on the list? Take a look at Aave. So again, same sort of, you can see we broke the supply line going down. So that's what led to this nice bump here. And now we're right at, you know, resistance again. Got to break this fib level, which it happens to be right at 400. So you have a psychological level and a fib level lining up here. We'll see. Let's see Aave BTC. Same thing here. So, you know, if one breaks, the other one will most likely break as well. And you know, you can see I drew this out yesterday. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, you get a break here. That's most likely going to lead to a nice little move, breaking like the serious first resistance spot there. Let's see here. Excuse me. Let's look at Maker, another DeFi play like Aave. So this is the USD chart, and it did break the supply line, which is good. And now it seems to be forming a similar pattern to you know, another symmetrical triangle type deal like Bitcoin. So it kind of looks like it has broken up out of this. So it's been hugging the fib level here in white and broken out of this triangle pattern bullish. So yeah, if it keeps, you know, holding this as support, I wouldn't be surprised to see a nice move eventually. So and if we look at Maker BTC, yeah, same sort of thing here. Except it broke down out of its triangle pattern here. Broke down, and now we'll see if it can find support on the fib level, and then try to break back up. That looks like more likely. Let's take a look at ADA. Let me know if there's any coins you guys want to look at. This is ADA. Looks very similar. No, this is Aave. Here's ADA. So yeah, we drew this yesterday. This is ADA USD. Broke the supply line, had a nice move up. Now it has broken out of this symmetrical triangle. Very good. And now, you know, this fib level and right around, you know, $1.94, that's where we topped out here. Those will be the next resistance lines, but I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down and make support on this fib and this trend line. We broke it as resistance, make support on it, and then we'll probably see a nice move. But that's ADA USD looks good, and then ADA BTC. Yeah, it looks, you know, continuing to make higher highs and higher lows. So that's what you want to see after our dip. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we'll see where this ends up. But even if we do come down and make kind of the same low, a nice bounce on this fib level, I'd still be bullish on that. Let's see here. Let's look at Uniswap. Uniswap. Kind of forming a ascending triangle here, holding this trend line up very well, and then you've kind of hit this area here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. So, you know, if you can break this range, more importantly than the top here, but both of them will probably act, you know, continue to act as resistance. So, but you break the first one here, you'll probably have a nice boost up to like $32, something like that. This first fib level. That's a USD chart. So again, looks good. A lot of these DeFi plays, smart contract plays look pretty good. As far as our TA goes, you know, everything kind of unfortunately depends on what Bitcoin wants to do too. So here on the Uniswap BTC chart, we've recovered a lot of the gains. Came down, made a, you know, higher low, but now we're hitting the same resistance again. So it's kind of the same sort of thing here. We might have to come down and make support here before we can break this. But after that, it's basically up to all-time highs against BTC. So let's check in on Bitcoin, and I want to look at VeChain. This is the 15-minute. Yeah, we'll see if Bitcoin can get above here. You do have some nice I know. Need some volume to kick in to make another attempt here. But on this short term, it's very, very close to breaking this like 15-minute trend line here. But yeah, even if it does that, you know, maybe we come down to this fib level like I said, which acted as previous resistance. Like that's actually pretty likely for us to come down because we tested it so many times. But yeah, even if it comes down here, then maybe we can use that as a springboard to get out of this, to break out. Bitcoin dominance kind of moving sideways the past couple hours. You can see we're using this this level here as some, it's using it as support. If you're in altcoins, you want this to break down. But you can see from back here, that's the support we hit when we first dipped. And then we're hitting it here. But if that breaks, you're probably going to see a nice little candle there. Here is VeChain USD, same thing here. The symmetrical triangle or the ascending triangle pattern forming. So this is the bigger triangle here, and then this is just a short-term trend line that we continue to follow, so we might be able to break up sooner, but we'll have to see. But yeah, looks good. And I mean, from this point, if you look back in history, it was practically straight up, you know, to 30 cents from here. So, you know, this is going to act as serious resistance, but you get past these levels up here, might be some nice moves. And then VeChain BTC, same thing. It's a little closer to breaking out, but same sort of pattern here. Good night, Christina. I don't know if you said that a long time ago, but if not, have a good night. Hi Tide. Can you do Cardano? Yes. Yeah, we were looking at ADA. Let's see here. I do think it's going to do pretty well compared to a lot of altcoins. So here is the, let's go to the 4 hour here. This is the, it was in a ascending triangle we drew out yesterday, or a symmetrical triangle, broke out, and now may come back for support, but you have the downtrend line that you could hit as support, and you also have this fib level right around 170 that you could hit as support. So you know, it's possible you don't even come down, but even if you do, that's not a bad sign. You know, you come down, make support on there, and then you'll be able to possibly, you know, make bigger moves up, more explosive moves. So that's Cardano ADA. And after this next fib level here, where you kind of topped out up here, you know, basically this level here, you get past here, you basically had a non-stop move in like a day or two up to 245, 247, from like 195. So yeah, this area right here, that's going to act as some resistance, but you break that and you're going to be looking pretty good, in my opinion. So that would be right around the top here that you topped out here. That's why it, you know, it hit there because of back here. So again, around 195, you break that, I would be feeling really good. But it may take a few tries. And then if we look at the ADA Cardano BTC, you know, this is looking, you know, this has looked even better than the USD so far since the dip. But yeah, again, you might come down, make support on this fib level again, or you continue making higher highs, higher lows on the 4 hour. And the good thing about Cardano, it's one of the few coins that hasn't really been too, you know, it's been less affected by Bitcoin's moves than a lot of other coins have. So a lot of the other coins are relying on what Bitcoin does, where Cardano has a lot of good fundamental news coming out in the next few months. You know, smart contracts, stuff like that going, you know, now it's on their test net. You know, I'm sure they'll probably announce, you know, an exact date possibly for mainnet in a little bit. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, well, it's still, you know, it never really stopped making higher highs, or, you know, higher lows anyway, than you know, where even during the crash. So it looks good. As far as, like, if we go back to the dollar pairing, no, that's Aave, sorry, there we go. On the 4 hour, yeah, I don't really see any like particular divergence or anything like that. Go on the 12 hour, let's see. Yeah, I mean, nothing looks to you know, nothing really there. bullish or bearish. I hope that helps. I will be right back, guys. Sorry about that. This is the Bitcoin chart. Just trying to see what happens with this, if we're actually going to break out of this pattern or start heading down. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there today. I'll be on tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern.